Good morning. Welcome Shem Stars. Welcome to physics class. We are starting with force and laws of motion. In this video, we will talk about force, types of forces, balanced and unbalanced forces, and inertia. In the next video, we will learn about laws of motion. In our everyday life, we observe that some effort is required to put a stationary object into motion or to stop a moving object. We experience this as a muscular effort and say that we must push or hit or pull on an object to change its state of motion. We always see or feel the effect of force. It can only be explained by describing what happens when a force is applied to an object. So we can see a force is that external push or pull acting on an object. Force can move a body at rest. Force can stop a moving body. It can change the speed and the direction of moving body, and it can change the shape and size of the body. This slide shows types of forces. Forces are of different types: air resistance force, applied force, spring force, frictional, gravitational, electrical, normal, and magnetic force. Now let's talk about balanced and unbalanced forces. Balanced forces, if two forces act on a body in opposite direction and if both the forces are equal, then the resultant force acting on the body is zero. Such forces are called balanced forces. Balanced forces cannot change the state of rest or motion of a body. Now let's see unbalanced forces. If two forces act on a body in opposite direction and if one force is greater than the other, then the resultant force is not equal to zero. Such forces are called unbalanced forces. Unbalanced forces changes the state of rest or motion of a body. Now let's talk about inertia. Inertia is the tendency of an object to remain in its current state of motion. The amount of an object's inertia is directly related to its mass. The inertia of the body depends upon its mass. The greater the mass of the body, the greater is its inertia. Both mass and inertia are measured in the same units. Inertia is of three types: inertia of rest, inertia of motion, and direction. Inertia of rest: an object stays where it is placed and it will stay there until you or something else moves it. Inertia of motion: an object will continue at the same speed until a force acts on it. The third one is inertia of direction. An object will stay moving in the same direction unless a force acts on it. So inertia is of three types: inertia of rest, inertia of motion, and inertia of direction. So that's all for today. We discussed about force, types of forces, balanced and unbalanced forces, and types of inertia. I hope you must have understood. In the next presentation, we will talk about laws of motion. Thank you, Shem Stars. That's all for today. You can drop your queries on Google Classroom. Take care.